Hello. So if you follow me on Twitter at HankDaTank, you would have seen the NBA 2K has tweeted out the 2K21 trailer. As you can see, there's a new meter. There's a lot of things that you will notice in this trailer, but I'm gonna let the whole thing play real quick, and then I'm gonna talk about everything after. I had to turn the music off because it's copyright, and I'm not trying to get a copyright strike on my channel. So I haven't really seen anything yet. I've just seen like how the graphics look, the new meter. But look, UCLA, does that mean that NCAA is somewhat affiliated with the game this year? Does that mean that there's gonna be college basketball in 2K potentially? Bro, I'm just trying to see some new parks. I'm trying to see some new dribble moves. It doesn't look like they've added any new dribble moves. He just did the Jamal Crawford. That move's been in the game for 6 years. I'm trying to see something new, man. I saw the Ruffles sign on one of the billboards, so I'm assuming that Ruffles is gonna be back. Ruffles has been in the game for what, 3 years? Now, where is the new parks, bro? That's all I'm trying to see. I've really yet to see anything new, though, besides the new meter. Of course, the graphics, they look really good, but the graphics, they're gonna get better every year. I'm just trying to figure out whether there's gonna be a neighborhood, new parks, park affiliations. But oh wait, LA, Chicago, Berlin, there's a lot of countries right here. Does that mean that there's gonna be my world potentially? Oh, it said neighborhood, and if I'm not mistaken, it said beach also. So is there gonna be like Sunset Beach? Is the park gonna be on the beach? Hopefully there's not a neighborhood though. Hopefully it's different park affiliations. So I guess that's it. Let me go in detail with you guys now about stuff I noticed in the trailer. I saw a few things I like, a few things stood out. So as you see here, and if you remember in 2K18 and 2K19, I think there was a walking size up. Now in 2K18, I don't think you could control when you would do it, but in 2K19, say you're walking forward, you tap up on the right stick, then you would do this walking size up, and then you could either burst out of it or do other moves out of it. Now, in 2K20, hopefully they fixed all of that mumbo jumbo. Hopefully you can control what you do. Hopefully there's good speed boost animations out of it. I just don't want the dribbling to be like all clunky, you feel me?
Lillard surveying the D.
Now, I'm just gonna act like I did not hear them say Lillard surveying the D. Now, I could talk about how much better the graphics are, but y'all don't want to hear any of that. Y'all want to get straight to the parks, you feel me? But before we get to that, let's take a look at the meter now, man. Now, this meter is probably the ugliest shot meter I've ever seen in my life in any 2K I've ever played. Like, I think 2K14 without a meter was better than this. So it looks like there's a low yellow sweet spot in there, and then there's a perfect line. Now, if you hit that line, I assume you get a green, a perfect. Keep in mind, this is a heavily, by the way. There better not be any stretch bigs, greening heavily contesteds, 100% contesteds over my head in 2K21. Y'all better have just turned up the sliders for this because it's a cinematic for the trailer. If there's stretch bigs greening over my head again, I'm gonna cry. Anyways, whenever 21 drops, there is absolutely no chance I'm gonna use a meter anyways. Let me know down below if you guys are gonna use the shot meter or not. So I went on Mike Wang's Twitter, and he did confirm that using no shot meter will give you a boost, so it will be easier to green than using a meter. So the meter is ugly, no meter gives you a boost, there is no point to use the meter. So this will give you guys a better idea of how the meter is gonna work in 2K21. It's not proven, but this makes sense and it looks realistic. So you see the long yellow thing on the left that moves to the right side. Whenever that gets in that big yellow square or rectangle, whatever you want to call it, we could probably assume whenever it's in the yellow rectangle that that is when you want to release it. And then you want to release it in the middle. You see the little black line? If you release it on that black line, then I assume it's a perfect release. Now, if you release it in the yellow rectangle, I assume that it could still have a possibility of going in. Now, if you release it outside of the yellow rectangle, it probably won't go in or have any chance of going in, hopefully. Now, before we move on, you see Lillard, he did shoot a heavily contested shot and he made it, but I assumed that while stretches are back, he's going to be able to shoot over heads, but no, I looked at Mike Wang's tweet and this guy said, oh, and also the first shot gets taken by Lillard, a red shot contestant, guess what? It goes in. Great job on listening to feedback. But Mike Wang responds saying that the trailer is not as impactful if it ends with an air ball. So he's saying that he only did that for a cinematic, basically. So the game is not actually going to be BS. They're not going to be making heavily contested. They're not going to be greening those type of shots. It was just for the trailer. Now, another thing I noticed right here at this part, you see on the top right, the low Ruffles logo. So I'm assuming that the Ruffles event is going to be back. It was in 18, it was in 19, it was in 20, and it wouldn't be shocking if it was in 2K21 2K21. I just thought I'd point that out. Then right after that, it showed UCLA. So I'm assuming that there's some sort of college basketball or NCAA involved with 2K21. That doesn't really interest me that much, but maybe they'll do something cool with it. So I'm seeing the same exact dribble moves every single year. Look, he's doing the Jamal Crawford move that has been in the game since 2K16. I'm trying to see some new dribble moves. Like, can us dribblers finally, like, take over again? Like, can we stop getting nerfed? Can we get some new dribble moves, please? Hey, I don't know. Maybe they did add some new dribble moves. We don't know yet, but I highly doubt it. Here's a better high quality screenshot of the Ruffles logo. Yeah, so we could definitely assume that Ruffles is gonna be in 2K21. Now let's talk about the parks. So this is the two best parts about the trailer. It showed the neighborhood, and then under it, it says 2K Beach. Also, if you zoom in on the right, you can see the Rec logo. On the top left, you can see the 2K shoe store. So it looks like there is sadly gonna be another neighborhood, but hopefully the neighborhood isn't connected to the park. Bro, I am so sick of the neighborhood though. Like, put the neighborhood by itself and then add like 3, 4, 5, however many parks you want, and keep that separate from the neighborhood. Let you walk around the neighborhood and then load into the parks and then travel from park to park. But what I'm guessing is that there is just gonna be the 2K20 park, but it's gonna be on a beach, because this is current gen. This is not 2K21. They're not gonna put a ton of effort into the current gen 2K21, especially when they haven't been like giving out details or giving out updates of what they've been doing. Yeah, I don't think there's gonna be multiple new parks on PS4, but on PS5 there should be like at least 3 parks, and if there isn't, I am going to body slam someone. So this is the most confusing part of the trailer. So it shows a bunch of cities, a bunch of countries, a bunch of places. Now this leads me to think that 2K could have added something called myworld. Now it's possible that you could maybe travel from like city to country, and then it's a different park in every single city. That would be really cool. I'm not really sure exactly how this is gonna work, and I don't even know where some of these like countries and cities are, to be honest. I dropped out of college, man. But I do know that they are very beautiful, and if they're gonna be in 2K, they better have their own park. So we already know that there's gonna be a neighborhood. We know that there's gonna be a 2K beach, which is most likely the park. Now, if there is a bunch of different parks, like 8, 10 different parks for all of the cities, I know that they aren't gonna be that different from each other. 2K is not gonna put that much effort into all that. So it's not looking like there's gonna be park affiliations either on PS4, but on PS5, I'm pretty sure that there will be. I just don't think that 2K would want to put that much effort into the current gen game, so they're not really gonna change that much. They just added a few little things. Like for the 2K beach, I wish they added a park like this. Like, you remember the Treasure Hunters park? Like, this is beautiful. If this was the only park for 2K21, I would be happy. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed, please drop a like. I'll give you a kiss on the mouth, potentially. Now, 2K Intel, they also confirmed that the 2K21 demo is going to be dropping on August 24th, which is in what, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks from now? In the first screenshot, it says, please get ready on August 24th. The trial version of 2K21 will start. So in 2.5 weeks, 2K21 will be out, and we barely know anything. This is the only trailer we've got. Anyways, that's gonna wrap up the video. Thank you guys, whoever watched. I love you so much. Oh my, I want to give you a kiss. Mwah. Drop a like if you love me. Let me know how you're feeling about 2K21. Let me know what you think's gonna happen. Also, if you're new, sub and turn on noties. I upload every single day. Y'all never thought you'd hear me say that again, huh? Yeah, it's kind of crazy, but bye. I love you.